Welcome to your home. Welcome one more day to El Almacén Fotovoltaico.com. If you are one of those who have a good plug or who like to have good cable, today is your day. We present the HZZZZK solar cable HZZZK of 1500 volts from the megacorporation LIDA. We know that sounds like a futuristic robot name, but it's actually a gem of the solar world. And best of all, we from the heart of Almacén Fotovoltaico.com are the official distributors of this super cable. LIDA Group is dedicated to the research and development of all those photovoltaic complements that make your solar system work like silk. We are talking about photovoltaic connection systems such as solar connectors, cables, junction boxes, solar wiring harnesses and power cables. LIDA is the leading manufacturer of solar cables with solutions for all types of installations, whether residential, commercial and industrial, floating solar systems and energy storage systems. And for the more technical people wondering about certifications, these LIDA solar cables have the TÜV quality seal. Yes, that super strict and cool German standard that guarantees everything is going to work perfectly and for many, many years. Technical data. This solar cable is manufactured according to the latest European standard EN 50618, and with the harmonized designation H1Z2Z2K. These direct current solar cables are cables specifically for use in photovoltaic systems, and in particular for direct current installations with voltage up to 1.5 kV between conductors, as well as between conductor and ground, and not exceeding 1800 volts. The EN 5068 standard requires the cables to be low smoke and halogen free, as well as having flexible single-core tin-clad copper conductors with cross-linked insulation and sheaths. The H1Z2Z2K replaces the previous tube-approved PV1F cable. The compounds used in the insulation and outer sheath are cross-linked and halogen-free. Hence, these cables are called cross-linked solar cables. These cables are also referred to as buried solar cables. The EN 5068 sheathing has a thicker wall than the previous PV1F sheathing. The leading H1Z2Z2K cable is certified by the tube according to EN 5068. This ensures that the cable operates at full performance in photovoltaic modules in solar parks and industrial or residential rooftop installations. It is resistant to UV rays, ozone, sand abrasion, and water absorption. In addition, it withstands harsh environmental conditions such as corrosion, harsh climates, and extreme hot and cold environments. It is available in a wide range of sections such as 1 by 4 square millimeters, 1 by 6 square millimeters, 1 by 10 square millimeters, and 1 by 16 square millimeters. And in formats of 1000 meter, 500 meter or 100 meter rolls, with red or black cover. In El Almacén Fotovoltaico.com you already have the following options ready to buy. LIDA HZZZZZK Red, 1 by 4 square millimeters, in rolls of 200 meters or cut according to your needs. HZZZZK Black LIDA, 1 per 4 square millimeters, in rolls of 200 meters or cut according to your needs. LIDA HZZZZK Red, 1 by 6 square millimeters, in 200 meter roll format, 1000 meter coil or cut according to your needs. Black HZZZZZK LIDA, 1 by 6 square millimeters, in 200 meter reel format, 1000 meter reel or cut according to your needs. The solar cable has the following characteristics according to 1. Structure. Depending on the section to be used, this solar cable will have a different inner and outer diameter. Two, it has XLPE cross-linked polystyrene insulation. Certifications according to CETURR 6 Kenta Trenta Y-7, EN 5600618, EN 5525, CPR EN 5565, EN 6330 TWO bar 1, IEC 60 TWO TWO 900 TWO 30, Script ONE 130 ONE, IEC 6330 TWO Script ONE. The class of the conduit is Class V according to IEC 6300 TWO 128. 3. Electrical performance. According to the temperature, different conduction resistance and insulation resistance will be obtained. The rated voltage is 1500 volts direct current. The insulation DC voltage test is conducted at 1800 volts for 240 hours at no more and no less than 85 degrees centigrade. The working temperature is from -40 degrees to +90 degrees centigrade. The radius of curvature is 6xd. The lifespan is equal to or greater than 25 years. They are shrinkage resistant to 0.2% according to EN 60800 ONE 11. Resistant to ultraviolet rays according to EN 55000 TWO 100 800 OIGHTYONE GUION 4 GUION 16. Acid resistant according to EN 60811 GUION TWO GUION 1. In addition to ozone resistant according to EN 50300 996 6 GUION 88.0NE.3. In addition to halogen-free cables according to EN 50500 925. How to crimp the solar cable and NC Quattro connectors. In some cases, the NC Quattro connectors need solar cable extensions to reach correctly, as in this case to the microinverter. As you can see, the cables of this panel reach the microinverter perfectly. But the wires of this panel are going to cost us enough to make the connections, so we will have to make some extensions. We will show you how to crimp these NC Quattro connectors used in photovoltaics. As you can see, connector NC Quattro negative, female. NC Quattro positive, male. Crimpers. Mounting tools, ENC Quattro. Step 1. We start by stripping our solar cable, but without going overboard. We leave between 1 cm and 1.5 I to the fact, we will try not to break any nest of the cable. Step 2. Now with the crimper in hands, that wonderful little gadget, we are going to put the terminal in place. For our 6 square millimeter wire, we obviously put it on the part that says 6 square millimeters. Once in position, we insert the wire and squeeze the crimper. Push until you hear a click. It's their way of telling you, all perfect, boss. Step 3. With that click, victoriously, it's time to insert the thread and the famous NC Quattro connector. Press until you hear that magic sound again, the click of happiness. When it is firm and secure, tighten the thread. And if you need an extra hand, there's a tool that will give you a helping hand. Oh boy, another unintentional joke. On one side, hold the thread, and on the other, using the NC Quattro connector shape, go ahead and tighten until it's sealed tight. As watertight as possible, so it's free of moisture. Step 4. And not to leave any loose end, literally, we do the same with the other end of the cable, the negative terminal. Thus, like a professional, we extend the solar cable to reach its destination, in this case, the microinverter. Considerations on the solar cable. First, a fact you may not have known. You should never, but never, disconnect the NC4 connectors when your system is on. Picture this. It's like trying to separate two lovebirds on Valentine's Day. Sparks may fly. Literally. An electric arc could say, "Hello, I'm here, it's dangerous for you, and for your NCC Quattro terminals." If you ever find yourself in this situation, first turn off the disconnect switch, that friend that is always on PV inverters. Then we would disconnect the protections that we have, such as fuses or circuit breakers, and later we can proceed to disconnect the NCC Quattro connectors. Second, and this may sound like granny advice, but how right are they? Make sure your NC4 connectors are very well hidden, and leaving them dangling and dancing in the wind over the eyebrows and rain could invite them to a wear party. Use some cable ties or whatever fasteners you have on hand to keep them behind panels or attached to structures. That way, your NCCCUATROS will always be protected. Conclusion. Leader is not just a cool name, it's a global titan. They manufacture and supply solar cables to plug in virtually any photovoltaic plant on the planet, whether it's the size of a bonsai or baobab tree, and in any corner of the world. But it's not just their fame that precedes them, these guys come with extra, as you count on a 5-year warranty. That is, if your cable decides to become rebellious, present quality problems, in this time LIDA covers the change of evolution. Technical support of luxury. You need an advice for your installation, to use your system or even to keep it shining. LIDER's technical team and Photovoltaic Warehouse are the answer. Top-notch after-sales service. They make sure you get the most out of your product and above all, that you are always protected. And of course, in the Photovoltaic Warehouse, we could not be left behind. We have a huge range of solar wiring options waiting for you. So, if you're looking for that special cable or you're just curious, take a look at our solar catalog at the beginning of a beautiful photovoltaic friendship. So, you know, sun buddies, if you want the best of the best in wiring, you know where to turn. See you next sunny day. Visit us at illerelmakenephotovoltaico.com, and if you are a professional you can enjoy special prices on all your orders. We are waiting for you.